Hello, my name is Fatima, and I'd like to share my teaching philosophy with you all. I believe that education is an ongoing journey for both teachers and students. My philosophy has always been grounded in a student-centered approach where learning is very collaborative. So I'll be discussing my concepts of learning. So for me, learning is an active process, and I consider myself to be someone who learns best through a variety of methods. I need to see information presented visually, as this helps me make connections, especially when the material is quite complex. Repetition, discussions, and hands-on activities are key for me. I understand concepts and content more deeply when I can break them down, work with peers, and explain what I've learned in my own words. A successful learning experience for me is when I can look at something I initially struggled with, explain it clearly, and connect it with other ideas. I've known I master a topic when I can teach it to someone else, not just memorize it for a test or for an assignment. Moving on, my concepts of teaching as a future educator, I believe it's important to recognize that students learn in different ways, and assessments shouldn't be limited to just written assignments. I want my students to feel like their learning is being recognized, which includes various ways to express their understanding. This means giving them opportunities to demonstrate their knowledge beyond exams, beyond quizzes, whether it's through projects, presentations, or discussions. When I chose teaching as my career, I did so with the goal of creating a learning environment that's supportive and inclusive. This class has reinforced for me the importance of integrating pedagogical strategies in a way that directly impacts the classroom environment. I've learned that good teaching goes beyond delivering content. It's about engaging with students and adapting to their needs. Next up is my goals for students. So one of my core beliefs is that and I mean it, every student should have the opportunity to succeed. To achieve this, it's crucial that students are given the resources and support they need. I don't want my students to merely memorize facts. I want them to develop a deep understanding of the material and the ability to communicate their ideas effectively. In my classroom, I aim to build confidence in my students, and that is often the first step towards embracing challenges. I want them to cultivate this growth mindset where students view challenges as opportunities to learn and improve rather than obstacles to avoid. My goal is to create a space where students feel empowered to take risks and learn from their mistakes. And then this ties to my teaching methods. In terms of teaching methods, I prioritize active learning and collaboration. I want my students to engage with the material in meaningful ways that require critical thinking. For example, in my lesson plan for Group 3B, I use Think, Pair, Share, which allows students to reflect, discuss with their peer, and then share the ideas with the class. This strategy not only promotes critical thinking, but also encourages all students to participate, which is an important step for building confidence. As a visual learner myself, I understand the importance of using various learning preferences. I will incorporate visual aids alongside auditory and kinesthetic activities to ensure every student can engage with the content in a way that works for them. Additionally, the use of technology in the classroom makes it very accessible and inclusive, fostering both diversity in learning and equity. Next up is my interactions with students assessing learning. So having been a student myself, I know how difficult it can be to participate in class, especially when you're unsure if your answer is correct. I've been there, done that, and it's important for me to me that students feel safe and supported in asking questions and sharing their thoughts. I plan to create positive interactions by encouraging pair sharing and station teaching, approaches that allow students to connect with each other and feel more comfortable in their learning environment. In terms of assessment, I will use a variety of methods to get the students learning. This is something more of like interactive activities, peer reviews, and so on and so forth. This will give students multiple ways to demonstrate their understanding and allow me to assess their progress holistically. Feedback will be an essential part of this process, and I will always be available to offer guidance and support. Lastly, my professional growth. I think learning doesn't stop for me either. I am committed to constantly improving my teaching practices, recognizing what works for one group of students may not work for the next. As an educator, I am always evolving. I understand the importance of staying open to new challenges and learning opportunities. This class has taught me the value of collaborating with peers, and I plan to continue working closely with others to share ideas and improve our collective teaching strategies. Feedback from students is also crucial, and I will remain receptive to their input, making any necessary adjustments to my teaching to ensure their success. So, yes, this is my teaching philosophy statement. Thank you.